Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Great Beer Reviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for spending a little time with this old gray-haired man. I do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Tilted Barn. We're wrapping up the beer mouth package that Greg sent me. Thanks Greg, I do appreciate all the awesome beers you send my way. You are so kind and generous, and it's very much appreciated, sir. This is Tilted Barn's Pour Sap. I've probably been called that a couple times in my life. He says pour sap. Anyway, it's P-O-U-R instead of P-O-O-R. But what this says, guys, it is a 7% alcohol by volume maple brown ale. And instead of using maple sugar, they use maple sap, which is probably not as pronounced. That's what he's saying. Not as pronounced as a beer that has maple sugar in it instead of maple sap. The sap's not quite as sweet. So, anyway, I digress. Over to Untappd. They say it's 32 IBUs, and on the bottom of it said it was canned on 03/23 of 21, March 23rd of 2021. And I'll flip this around and show you, got a little pail hanging from a maple tree, and the sap's dripping into the bucket into the pail there. So a nice 7%, not a huge beer, not a session beer, but hopefully it's going to be tasty. Tilted Barn does some really nice stuff, so I'm hoping this is going to be just as tasty as a lot of their other stuff. We're getting ready to find out. So, Untappd has it listed as 6.4%, and this one clearly says it's 7%. So they've probably done this one before, I would think. There's not a lot of ratings on Untappd, and it makes me think that it's a fairly new release, but the ABV is wrong. So I don't know what to say about that. And Beer Advocate has it also at 6.4%. So this year's is 7%, not 6.4%. So I didn't go back and double check and see if there was a 2021 edition listed. Maybe is what it is here, guys. I just typed in pour sap, and this is what it returned. So the pictures I'm looking at here, it looks like a real nice brown ale. It looks like it's a nice rich red mahogany color. So without further ado, let's pop it open. A nice plain Jane silver can with a 6-ounce wraparound label. Yep. Very nice color coming out. Nice brown ale. A little swirly swirl, which reinforces that head. Not quite 2 fingers, pretty close. It's got a murky brown color to it. I can see a little bit of light through the thin part of the glass. Not much here in the big bulb part of this glass, but there's some light coming through the thin part. So very typical for this style of beer. A really good looking brown ale. So let's go to the nose. Big bubbles on the side here, so don't know if the head's going to stick around for a long period of time. We'll see when we come back what kind of lacing we get on this one. Very nice caramel, toffee, nice maltiness, nice sweet maltiness. Maybe a little bit of maple in there. Like I said, it's not pronounced as a maple sugar beer would be with maple sap. It's not that big pronounced maple syrup kind of smell, like pancakes, what you would get with pancakes. But it smells pretty good. It does smell decent. So let's find out. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Thank you very much. Very pleasant, very easy to drink, and again, it's not like that big maple syrup taste. You're not going to get that. Just a slight hint of some maple in there. Caramel, toffee, sweet malt. Very pleasant. Alcohol is well hidden, a well-made beer. Very nice, very easy drinking. Very pleasant, very smooth. Very nice, very nice. And I do like a maple syrup beer. I like that sweet. Not something I want to drink all the time, but for the final beer of the evening, which is just for me, because I'm only allowed to have 2 a day now. I used to say a couple, and I would sneak in a third one every now and then, but started putting on the weight, especially with those heavy dark stouts, bourbon, all that kind of crap. Got to get it back off. Was at the gym 3 times this week. Walked 8, between 15 and 20 miles. 3 water aerobics classes, an hour apiece. Trying to get her done, guys. Get her done. Back end pours in there. Didn't change the appearance any. Let's go sip on it. I'm gonna go back in the computer room. Do a little more Red Dead 2 online, and this thing will come up to room temperature real quick in that room. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while now. Definitely up to room temperature. Nice tasty beer. Not world class or outstanding to me. If you say it is, I wouldn't argue with it. I think it'd probably been a little better if they had used maple syrup instead of maple sap on this one. But decent. A nice example of a brown ale. But the maple is very subdued. I mean, it's there, but not like a maple syrup would have been. So, enjoyed it though. Thanks a bunch, Greg. I do appreciate you sending this to me. Let me try it. Can't get these here. You have to go to the brewery, I think, for Tilted Barn. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's brewery only, but there may be some distribution there. Greg would probably post something in the comments about it. I think he probably went to the brewery to get this. I'm not sure. So, a lot of those breweries are that way. Treehouse and Trillium, you have to actually go there to get their beers. They don't distribute and they sell everything out. People stand in line to get it and they're gone. That's the way it works. So, it's what it is on that, guys. So, very enjoyable. Final choke. And we're going to do, there's a little sediment in the bottom. We're going to do a swirl. Hopefully we can get it all mixed up in there for the final chug. Chug-a-lug-a-lug. Very tasty. A real nice, enjoyable, not a big beer, not a little beer, right in the middle, 7%. Alcohol well hidden, well made. Nice caramel toffee notes. Very pleasant beer. Very pleasant beer. So, to me guys, dates on the bottom of the can, ABVs on the front. I'm going to give it a 90. Right at the intro level of A- beer. Over to Bear Advocate, they say 87, we're close there. And over to Bear Advocate, they say 3.92, also in their B+ range. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's a nice tasty beer, well-made beer, ABVs on it, dates on it. So, that goes a little bit further in my book. So, if you've had Pour Sap from Tilted Barn, let me know what you think. This is the 2021 edition at 7%. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.